Hello, my beautiful souls. The Awakened Dreamer here to give you your daily tarot reading for Wednesday, March 23rd, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me, and do keep in mind this is general for the day for all 12 signs, so just take what resonates. And thank you in advance for your likes, comments, and subscriptions to the channel if you haven't done so already. Now, the overall message I channeled for this upcoming Wednesday, we got full steam ahead. Full steam ahead. We're going to keep it simple and just start pulling from the animal tarot deck, if I could remember the name of it. Alrighty, so let's do some shuffling. We're going to do a layered spread. Oh, that was loud. For my lovely collective for Wednesday. We have the Four of Pentacles at the center of the spread, the center of the reading, excuse me, with the Queen of Swords at the bottom, as well as the King of Swords. Some of you thinking about finding your ideal match, or thinking about if somebody could be or is the correct match for you. So love being on the brain to an extent, or the potential of which, but also being pushed to balance one's masculine and feminine side out throughout this Wednesday. Feeling potentially a little bit feisty or just easily irritated in one way, shape, or form. Pushing forward and accomplishing a lot throughout this day. Being reminded in one way, shape, or form, or in several ways throughout the day, that things are going to happen quicker, progress quicker, in ways that are a bit unexpected, but also in ways that you expect, okay? Plan for what you desire with the Four of Pentacles, but save the amount of money you need to moving forward. It is a push to be strategic when it comes to your finances, about how much money you're spending in comparison to what you're taking in, but also throughout this Wednesday being pushed to recognize where you're desiring control, okay? They're saying be strategic. Be strategic on a multitude of levels throughout this day and moving forward, okay? We have the Moon card coming out, and I feel like in the midst of desiring more control, wanting more savings, and being pushed to think about all of which, it just feels as if you could be a little bit emotional throughout this day. They're saying some more than others, obviously. I mean, but it just feels like you're being pushed to recognize that it's this Wednesday where things are moving quickly because you have a lot on your plate, and as you move forward, things are going to start to pick up. It's almost the calm before the storm, or the calm before things get busier, if you will. And I feel like as well, a change you're looking to make moving forward, this came up in a couple of the past daily reads, is being kept somewhat on the down low to a certain extent. Okay, let's keep pulling. We have the Lovers coming out. And so I feel like for some of you, you're desiring more control, or thinking about the level of control you have in a love situation. Being pushed to recognize that when you feel this level of being in control, when the ball's in your court, when it feels like your world, or the world, is in your hands, within your grasp, you feel more love for your life, right? You enjoy oneself more so. It just feels like you're learning potentially more about what you desire, what you don't desire, and how to make the best out of where you're heading in comparison to what's happened up until this point, okay? With the Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck, more options than you would expect, especially if you're single, or when it comes to a big change you're looking to acquire, being pushed to recognize even like this, I think it's a poodle. Even if you're feeling overly serious throughout the majority of this day, you're being pushed to recognize a wish fulfillment is on the horizon for you, but it's not going to come to you without a level of planning, getting ready, prepping, if you will. Now that's going to differ from case to case as to what kind of wish fulfillment, but you're going to notice that whatever's on your mind the most throughout this day, even if it's not what you're working towards, that's the wish fulfillment that's coming towards you, or that you're moving towards, rather, for the majority of us. Okay, with the Ten of Wands, there is a push to focus on what's feeling quite heavy at this time, or why we're feeling a bit weighed down, and what can change, or what to move towards, or who to move towards, and what and who to move away from in order to seek a lighter feeling. Even if things are feeling calm, they could still feel a bit heavy in one way, shape, or form, okay? With the Page of Cups, it just feels like you're pushed to begin again, okay? Or to prep to begin again in an emotional way, right? To wipe the emotional slate clean and just move forward, getting prepped to move forward, full steam ahead, if you will. Okay, with the Eight of Cups, remembering to prioritize doing what's right for you and not to feel guilty for leaving a place or certain people or a specific somebody behind if it's going to benefit your health all the meanwhile, or your lifestyle, which, you know, definitely affects your health down the line. With the Judgment card coming out, being honest with oneself, being pushed to definitely speak your truth, even if it's just within your own mind, you know, to oneself, within your hermit mode, or just being honest with oneself about what you truly desire and how to actually go about that, right? It's touching base upon the Four of Pentacles, talking about being completely honest about where you're spending too much money, how you can reel things back in out of respect for what you want to invest in moving forward, and how to make the best out of a specific connection potentially, or how to better attract the right individual for you, okay? They're saying some changes will come to be moving forward that whether you expect them or not, and you just need to adjust to them, plain and simple, okay? With the Eight of Wands, it's a day where things will feel as if they're happening quickly, a lot of communication, you could be accomplishing a lot, but things just feel quite calm and potentially a bit heavy for one reason or another. They're saying the workload will lighten up towards the end of the day, but moving forward in general in the upcoming weeks, you're going to have a lot more to accomplish. So just keep that in mind with the Page of Swords. As I catch my breath, I feel like you're learning more about what irritates you. Interesting. Learning more about the future, about how to acquire what you desire, which keeps coming up in these daily reads. You're also learning more about what lights you up and makes you feel more colorful, and what and who strips away that color, potentially from a bit of reflecting on the past, or some communication that comes in, even if you don't participate. As I, oddly enough, hop back and forth with that card. They're saying that's key wording, hop back and forth. Someone, you might be experiencing communication with somebody who's a bit hot and cold, or just in and out as far as communication goes. With the Nine of Swords, it just feels like there's a level of stress from the previous days or from the previous night, or from your spiritual connection for some of you. I can guarantee that'll be my stress in one way, shape, or form, at least some of which. I need to have patience, as you might feel a little bit crabby, going back to that serious poodle card. I need to recognize that not everybody's going to rub you the right way throughout this day, and there's a lot of learning and growing and acquiring of knowledge, if you will. Okay, let's just put it like that. With the Three of Cups, being pushed to take a deep breath and just relax in the midst of a lot taking place communication-wise and learning-wise, and getting a lot done for your work, and who knows what you're trying to accomplish throughout this day. It's going to vary from case to case, but you're being pushed to recognize that things are still blossoming, and that's not going to change moving forward, as far as that never-ending development, right, within oneself and outside of you. And that's a good thing, but there's a lot of celebration on the horizon, even if that celebration isn't sort of you know, going out and they're saying getting trashed. There's different levels of celebration. I just feel like it's going to be, for a lot of us, a celebration that brings more peace, celebrating that level of peace coming back, or moving towards that inner peace in a lot of ways. With the Ace of Swords, changes the name of the game, and to remain or bring back a level of elegance and grace in a situation to keep things pleasant energy-wise, okay? With the Magician, this came out in yesterday's read as well, or the 1-4 Tuesday. You're manifesting a lot, even if you're feeling a bit stressed in the midst of it all, so just keep your head held high. Balance that out with keeping your head down and minding your own business and doing what you need to do. Does that make sense? While participating in certain conversations, the right ones for you, and recognizing that as you move forward, it's a day that shows you that things are moving forward, you know, in a full steam ahead kind of way, but you also are being reminded that your health, your balance, and change is a must. All the meanwhile, out of respect for your Ten of Pentacles lifestyle. And for a lot of us, a deep dive is going to be essential in order to acquire that. All right. So keep moving forward, full steam ahead, but find the balance in it all. Okay. So I hope this was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go have yourself an amazing Wednesday, and I'll see you next time. Bye.